We are pleased with several points of the plan, and more specifically, just to outline two or three, the section that deals with personnel and administrative changes to add more Mexican American administrators and teachers is a very good plan. Two, there's going to be an expansion of the bilingual program.
Well, I'm very glad that we are getting a school in West Dallas. You know, the school is very much needed there. I'm glad that this plan addresses itself to that, because all the other plans that I had seen didn't include, and I thought it was an injustice that all from all of Dallas, only that particular area, La Bajada and Los Altos, the children would be bused, you know, from that particular area.
Well, I think the plan not only meets the needs of the Mexican American child, but I think it also attempts to meet the needs of all the children of Dallas. That includes the blacks and the Anglos. I think the magnet school concept is a very interesting concept that, if it's followed through, can bring good education to the children that are going to those schools. And the blacks will get a magnet school in the 4th through 8th grades in South Oak Cliff. Also, they'll get a magnet school to Madison and Lincoln area. And I think the early childhood program, which will bring down the ratio of children and adult and children to 10 to 1, it's going to help everyone. And I think everybody ought to get behind the plan and make sure that the school administrators and the school board stops wasting money and fighting this thing in court, and puts that money to good use and implementing the plan like we think they should.
Well, East Dallas has long been neglected in any kind of educational issue. The Education Committee supported this particular plan because of the horizontal and vertical expansion of the bilingual program. As you know, East Dallas schools have just had the implementation of the bilingual program for the past 2 years.
I feel that this plan will offer the best possibilities for better education right now. Yes.
Do you feel uncomfortable at all with any aspects of the plan?
Personally, no.
The West Dallas housing projects are part of this city's long tradition of poverty and segregation. These projects are the bottom, even in public housing. But there is an oasis here where one would least expect, a really superior public school, the Jose Navarro Center for the Black and Mexican American Project Kids, kindergarten through 3rd grade. Navarro is one of the very best schools in the Dallas district. In the desegregation hearings, Navarro was cited as the exception to the rule that minority schools are inferior. The final irony is that now, in the desegregation plan, the central administration is shutting Navarro down. Navarro won't exist in 3 months. Navarro is an open school without square rooms and row after row of desks. There are 5 large open areas, each with 4 teachers, 2 aides, and 160 students, about 650 kids altogether, although it never seems there are that many children in the building. The adults and special tutors are a team, circulating around, working with small student groups.
Now let's work in it with what? East, all you have to add was what to it? D to make it store. Look at these words down here, class. Moved. The last box was the heaviest one, Dad. Lift. Rap. What 2 consonants come together to make the sound? One is silent, remember? Wrapped. What are those 2 consonants, people?
The children are learning math, social science, spelling, writing, composition, reading, and more reading. With team teaching, there's almost no time when a student cannot get one adult's complete attention. A student isn't locked the whole year into one teacher's mind and personality.
It's one of the few schools that really embraces the philosophy of open area, team teaching, non-graded education. Its faculty and its principal are dedicated to these things, and the children are very independent, they're decision makers, and they're very happy children, happy to be in school and happy to be learning.
In the center of each space are more special facilities for children to go for practice, or by choice, for fun. There is special audio and film equipment all over, where kids work the gear themselves. The fine arts are also practiced. There's a housekeeping center for dressing up and making dinner. These large open spaces are divided by a long, wide, special resources corridor. At the far end is science. A teacher explains what it's like to teach in this atmosphere.
Really, it's an introduction to science, and we've been studying plants most recently, and more specifically, we've been discussing trees the last week. It's spring, and the plants are all coming out, and it's a perfect time to introduce plants to this type of child. And at this age, the main thing is to create an initial interest in science.
The science rabbit, Bugs, visits other learning centers just like the students. But even his arrival doesn't really disrupt. The atmosphere is joyful, but Navarro is a very organized place. A high level of activity runs smoothly by adults and children. Creative Arts is one of the most popular centers, with today's work on Easter hats for all, the makings of a spectacular parade, and posters, drawings, and sketches. There is also an extra special reading and relaxation center, a bathtub with pillows brought by a teacher. Navarro teachers show love and fierce loyalty to their students and say their principal, Marcia McCall, is the best in the district. McCall says her teachers are definitely the best staff in the DISD. Why then shut down Navarro? The administration says the reason is the building. It's a sophisticated prefab structure that can be moved, although at great cost. A teacher says they want our building. They don't care about our kids.
Navarro is a step forward in education for Dallas, and it always has been. It's taken a long time to build a school like this. It's been open 5 years, and it takes a while to develop these philosophies, and this is one of the first years that it's all culminated. It's really going. It just seems a shame that it has to be closed down right now in its prime.
How do you like going to school here at Navarro?
I like it.
What do you like?
It's fun. I like the way they play games and they make stuff and create arts, and I like all the work I have to do. And I like playing in the centers, playing with the toys.
How would you feel if this school had to be shut down?
Really bad. Real bad. Real sad too.